Someone asked why AI detectors stay bad when the companies say they could do better. The answer is structural. Liam, take them through it.
The company required to build AI detection is the same company that loses if the detection works well. That's not an accusation, it's the shape of the arrangement, and it doesn't change no matter who's running the company. Hold on to something odd. Nearly every color printer made in the last few decades secretly prints tiny yellow dots that identify it. The obvious read here is that a company had a good detector, buried it, and dressed the burial in excuses. But look at the excuses. Paraphrasing really does strip these marks, and false positives really do land hardest on people writing in a second language. Those aren't flimsy reasons, they're the reasons a careful person would give, which is exactly what makes the story hard to read from outside. Here's the structure. Someone wants detection to exist, a regulator, a school, a court. The only party who can build it is the one whose product it makes less attractive. And whoever ships it first is punished for it, because users can move to a competitor that hasn't. So even a company that wants to ship a strong detector has a reason to wait for everyone else. One flag, the specific figures here, an accuracy number and a share of users who said they'd leave, come from press reporting on internal documents, not from anything published for checking. But the incentive doesn't depend on those numbers being right, it's there at any size. Which brings back the printers. That worked because every manufacturer had to do it at once, so nobody lost anything by being first. The dots survived for decades not because printer companies were more honest, but because none of them could defect. So a weak detector doesn't prove anyone chose weakness. The technical problems are real and unsolved. And a company naming those real problems doesn't prove weakness wasn't chosen. Both can be true at once, and from outside you can't separate them. You don't need bad faith, you just need the same company to build the detector and pay for it working. Your turn, here's the prompt, read it with me. Find a case where the party required to measure a problem is the party the measurement costs, emissions self-reporting, safety incident logs, a platform's own moderation numbers. Write down who would lose if the measurement got sharper and what would have to be true for them to sharpen it anyway. The pattern isn't about AI, and once you can name it, you start seeing it where nobody has ever suggested wrongdoing. Liam, in for bear. Why the best AI detector might never ship. Liam, in for bear.